iron berries, so let's do a little bit of resource gathering. And we are live. So welcome everybody to the stream. Tech Warfare, and it's night time. I'm on the server with Potter and Pitter Patter, or Chip Predator. Still chuckle at that name. And we need to where are we? Found the easiest way of doing these stupid tall trees is just use my mine spell. Getting to the point where we've got the two wines almost full. Well, I've got grape wine and I've got the ironberry wine to the point where, nope, not quite going to reach that. To the point where it's perfect. So I'm just getting a batch of this the ironberries together just so we can finish that particular process off, and I've got mead and cider running at the moment as well. So I hope. Anyway, let me not just cut straight into business. Has everybody had a good week? That's altogether too straight in there. Mine's not been a bad one actually. We had some good news at work, which was very welcome, although there is a certain amount of if we can believe what we're told. Yeah, so we had one of those sessions where so work are looking at cost savings as usual, as works do, and there was rumours that we were going to be outsourced, and IT support, campus IT support, the team I'm a member of, have been told that we are not. So, as we say, certain amount of how much can you believe, but at the end of the day, I suppose you have to go on faith at some point, otherwise you'd never believe anything you were told. So yeah, that was a big goodie one for us, and slowly recovering from the Thomas Cook disaster and the credit card fraud. So I've had the money back from the credit card fraud now. For those who weren't aware, I had just, well, exactly not, no, yeah, 4,000. Somebody attempted to spend £4,000 on my credit card, and so yeah, that was nice of them. But that's come back now, so all good there. And got one of the holidays been refunded, and we are just waiting and fighting back for the flights for India for next year. Although that's going ahead, I've rebooked those, so that's all good. And yeah, and I've done a whole load of work over here, so let me just go and process up these iron berries, and we will crack on with some stuff. Oh, I've undone the chiseled blocks because they were causing more trouble than they were worth with the villagers getting stuck on them. So there's a few places where it's still chiseled down, but for the most part they have been undone, so that's all good. And yeah, let's just get a lovely, and we'll pop that away in there. We shall grab those, and if I can find, that one's almost full. Right, yeah, that's a good point. I only need to do one, don't I? Unless, let me just check something. Can I get away with this? No, you can't. Okay. In which case I'll drink that one. And let me put 2 of those in there, and then we'll keep the rest. Yeah, it'll get there eventually. So yeah, we've got this one, cider, that's cooking away. We have mead, which is cooking away. and my wine is now at 100%. So, and the villagers are really snoring tonight. What else have I done? As I say, I put the paths back. That was a biggie. We'll come back to that in a moment. That was a small gift from Chip Predator. Pitter Patter popped over and left some googly eyes for Halloween, actually. So if I grab these, we can take, I don't know, we'll just take we'll take that block there. We can just place a few of these around, and so thanks for those. We'll obviously we'll change them back in at a later date. I don't have too many buildings that use these, so we are going to just put them in the areas where they fit for now. Yeah, a little bit googly-eyed fun going on there, and there's weather bricks, so I'll leave that there to remind me to take them off after things. Hi Dara. Yeah, spooky eyes. I have also discovered how these things work. These things, you hold them in your inventory and they do little nips of damage to you, and over after a certain period of time they become coordinates for different places. You then take them and you can charge them up on a grave. I've got 3 graves over here temporarily, and I've also got some that's there temporary just for things. And when these, every so often these will get these little souls on them, and these are used to charge things. So that's where we are with that. What else have I been doing? The cactus farm that we ran at the last episode is now running. Well, it's been running now for a week, and it's not done bad. I did realise the error I'd made, and I've had to extend back because these 4 were not being planted because they were being planted and dying straight back. We've got plenty of cactus there, so that's a good thing. And the crystal machine has been fixed and is now working fine. I basically extended everything over one, shunted all the redstone around. Hi Wiley. Ah dear, and where were we? Yeah, let's carry on. Let us carry on. So, what else have I done? I have been decorating like a mad thing. I've been trying to get... Oh, and I've got another little thing over here. So, let's come out the back gate. So, this is now all done. I've put some steps coming down, put a little bit of mud. I'm going to put more mud around the riverbank, and I've added some bits of foliage coming out the walls, so all of these walls are now complete, right round to here, and also all the way over to there, and I've leveled that bit of land. So this is starting, in my opinion, this is starting to look pretty good. I like this. I was a little bit unsure about whether I'd gone a bit too mad with the wear and tear on the walls, but then I thought, you know what, it's supposed to be an old city. It's got a, wear and tear has happened over time, and I like it. I think it works. And over here, because I needed apples for cider, I decided that the other things we needed were rustic plants, and I put a herb garden out here, which has got all of the things: marshmallow roots, chamomile, apple trees, ginseng, aloe vera, more ginseng, wind thistle, horsetails, clouds buff, cohash, blood orchids. So all of the the rustic herbs, with the exception of the mushroom, the deathstalk mushroom. So if you wonder why it's this and a gate, the villagers try and harvest that. They fail, but they destroy the crops. So by taking a gate out and just putting that in, they can't path find to it, so they don't bother. Okay, let's carry on. Because there's more, and there's more. Let me just finish off this. Oh, let me get rid of the glass. Oh man, come on, get over there. Don't fall. There we go. And let's get on to the good stuff. No one's donated. I don't have a donation link, so you're wasting your time, mate. So I've dropped this down a level, and there's a reason why I'm dropping this down a level, and that reason is because this wall will basically map perfectly to this wall. Now I don't know what I'm going to do with this space over here. If I'm going to do anything with this space over here, I may actually backfill and join these on so that you can literally walk over from this terraced area. Not downside of doing that was that it kind of makes these a little bit more skew-iffy, but we'll live because we're going to have, if I can get this right, let me so this is your area, that's going to be the level. How am I going to, I'm not entirely sure how I'm going to do those underground things, but what I've started doing is I've started stripping this level and dropping this hill, because it's quite a tall hill and I don't want it to be quite a tall hill, so I've started stripping this down, but I've still got what, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 to get this right down to here. 6 layers, and that is going to be a pain in the backside. Before we started playing, I spent a while over at Spawn repairing my all my mending tools, so that was a thing. And yeah, so that's kind of a work in progress. Obviously the market square here is still a work in progress, and this is an area I want to work on a bit today, but I want to try and work on the castle and the keep area as well. We also need to decorate the butchers, because the butcher's shop is not done yet. And the reason I created that cactus farm was so we could actually populate all of this stuff. So yeah, that's the thing too. No. No, I've just kind of reviewed the progress. The walls are a little bit more ornate now and decorated. I think everything, yeah, everything else is pretty much as is. I've been doing a bit of mining, doing a bit of, you know, a little bit of exploration, and there we go. In terms of the exploration, I did actually keep the goodies, the spoils, to one side. So what we got, that is equipment. Start up this end. These are all the ores we've got. I'm going to I was going to say I would put these into the mine, but we have a slight problem. In fact, let me just go, oops, let me borrow that. Come here, you. Where's my population? Peoples. Yep, they do. There's a slight shortage of people here. When you look down this list, there are no miners and there are no druids. Now, Potter has previously pointed out that sometimes these the zombies are spawning. I genuinely think that sometimes they leave dark spots. There's a couple of ways I can think it could be happening, and one is one is that they could be genuinely leaving a spawnable spot somewhere, like here. We've got a slight problem if they're going to do this, because that is spawnable, and any time the villagers are coming down, the zombies are basically going to town on them. And I don't know what the cure is. Now I know Potter put a guard post down here, so the guards would work. One of the guards would work that down. Megatorch could be another solution. Ancient warfare guards, that would help as well. Although we'd need a town hall block down there for them to function, and you know, it would be kind of a bit unfair to the poor old sods, because they are only, you know, they'd be basically stuck down here, and I need to obviously make sure that every single path that these guys have dug is spawn safe as well. The other possibility is that we could be getting sympathetic communal spawns. So we know they can't be down there because that's right to the edge. So communal spawns work where when a zombie spawns in, it then checks around it for additional spawn spots and will spawn additional zombies in, and those communal spawns can sometimes be in places that the zombie might not have otherwise been able to spawn. So these options. So look over. So we've got a zombie over this way somewhere. I don't know where. So I'm going to go and try and find out. Because if we can light up the areas where the potential communal spawns can be coming from, and I don't know where these, I think they must be going up. There we go. Hello. Wood. Hello. Hey. Thank you. So one obvious solution down here is to I see you, sir. I also hear a skeleton somewhere. Ow. Damn it, That was, well, expected and unexpected at the same time. Oh, I see another creeper. Sorry, bat. So again, it's obviously in my interest to light this lot up anyway. For one, it gives me a bit of an excuse for a bit of impromptu caving. There's a tendency, you know, when you play a lot of modern Minecraft to disregard things like iron. And I think that is partially because when you play a lot of modern Minecraft, you get used... What time is it? It's not sleepable yet, that's for certain. Yeah, you tend to get into the habit of thinking in more in terms of modded materials than you do unmodded materials. And so you get kind of fixated on the modded and disregard the unmodded, which is a shame really, because you know, when you've gone to the trouble of caving, you might as well grab everything in sight. Oh god, this everywhere, look at it. How much? Oh hello, don't mind if I do. Okay, well that was unexpected, but nice all the same. Yeah, so bit of impromptu caving, that's always... Oops, I didn't want to do that quite, but I just bring these down because if it's flat then I know that there's no chance that I've left a spawnable spot behind me. I think we're okay at the moment. So I don't know what the best thing to do to make that this area safe. I see you. Hello. But I haven't got any timber on me, have I? No, damn it. So, unlike me, to be fair, I've kind of got into a habit of carrying wood around because it just gives you that extra length of time underground. Let me, I haven't got any. Let's go and get some wood and, hello. Never knew what hit him. I did remember seeing some gold around here. Good. And there should be nothing coming any further that way. Up. Where were we? Oh yeah, gold. I'll have that. Be wrong not to. Right. Let's just make sure that this is lit as well. Okay, we've got some stuffs, but I'm still not convinced that that is the answer. I think maybe Potter's solution of the guard post down here, get another couple of guards. I've got some nitwits because I bred some more children and they've all bred up. So maybe some more guards and put a guard post down there wouldn't be a bad thing, especially considering at the moment that the need for guards. Mind you, the guards go down there at night, not in the daytime. Yeah, it's an awkward one, isn't it? Oh well, let's just put away this loot for now, and I've just been using that for all the excess bits and pieces we pick up. Definitely got plenty of that stuff. It's got its own chest now. And those they should do. They sleep in the daytime and not at night. But anyway, let's have a look at what we got. We'll process the diamonds and the gold. So I don't think I've got a huge amount of gold anyway. I don't. Although, to be fair, I don't really need it right now. So we'll definitely do those though. Where's my fortune? Always beneficial to have a few diamonds. We're going to need those this episode anyway, and I will have that lapis because I'll need that as well. And those emeralds. So we were definitely happy with the lapis. The rest of that can go away. The emerald, why is that emerald in there? That makes no sense whatsoever. Oh god, what else we got in there? The rest of this is all we can leave unprocessed for the time being, I think. Except maybe that might be worth processing. Yeah, there's ancient warfare, but we would need to supply them with food down there. But that is probably the way forward, I think, is a town hall block down. Can we sleep quick? If everybody else can get in their beds in time, then we can sleep the rain off. Can we do it? Yay! Oh, no. Or maybe we did manage to, who knows. Right, what else did we get? We got a whole load of, valuables. So I got, when I was out, obviously when I go exploring, I pick up valuable items. So, for example, ender pearls and metals. More of those, and actually that probably goes in there as well, knowing the way my mind works for cataloguing stuff. I did these, but by the way, these were completely unsorted when I got there. This is magic-y stuff. Our inherited cat, and I use it. Oh, there's more materials there. Our inherited cat is the opposite. It's in the bathroom right now, fast asleep. So we'll turn those back. We'll have that as well. All of this lot. And all of that lot. So to use the old uncrafting, obviously that's beneficial for us. Along with that, I think. No idea what that upgrade was, but we'll take it. More treated sticks, blocks and bits in there. That and that and that. Yeah, it's always the fun of sorting out after any kind of outing is I find part of the fun. Okay, so willow, I couldn't remember whether I'd had a willow tree, and I don't think we had, and the wood from the willow is actually quite nice, so I thought having saplings from that would be nice. Pardon me. I'm wondering about the wisdom of setting up shop in the villager's storeroom, though. I think we really do need to be moving on with and getting out of here. I'm going to stick. Oh, hang on, no, actually, I'm not going to do that. I am going to grab that and do that. I think that will work. Yeah, we really need to get out of this place before it drives me insane. Well, more insane than usual. Before anybody says anything. Oh, they can't handle any of the modded stuff. They struggle with it all. So yeah, don't panic about those. I know about that particular shortfall. And then you've got all of this stuff which is immersive, and I'm wondering whether we do need to get an immersive engineering box now. And what we're going to use, which one, what would be the best to represent that? Maybe an iron. That kind of works, I think. I'll make you my immersive box. And all of this is immersive in some way, except of course that damn you, that pick can be turned back into steel. And then all of the immersive bits and pieces can go in there. Have I got any more immersive kicking around? There. Nothing in that. Nothing in that, but we have got treated wood stuff. And probably up here as well if I'm going to have any. Nope. That's surprising. Alright, I'm going to have to get out of here in a minute because it is actually quite offensive. Actually that is immersive as well, isn't it? Anything else? Those are technically, so I suppose all of that can go in there as well. And then that. Right, thank God we can get out of that noisy place. So that's why I want to concentrate on the castle today. I want to get forward on that one, just so I'm not, when I'm working, I'm not working with the constant sound of them coming in and out. As you can probably imagine, it is a bit distracting. So we should have some smoke and smoke bomb. Got a little bit of fire bombs going on there. We've got some of those going on. I have got a full pyromancer's set of pyromancer's robes now, including a bit of spare. So if anybody's missing any bits of the robe set, then you know, let me know. I've got some Storm Mage boots. I think you've already got Storm. Yep, we've got plenty of Storm Mage boots. Healer robes, that would go well with a healer's hat. Let me just put the Storm Mage stuff away. Sorcerer leggings and boots. I think, is that a sorcerer? That's a sorcerer robe. That's just wizard leggings. So we've got a sorcerer and storm pyro, and that is that ice mage, not healing mage. Okay. A wand melee upgrader. We're going to have to play with these at some point, but again, we'll not worry too much about them today. I'm just trying to catalogue my stuff. We've got a scrolls, scroll of ignite, scroll of mind trick, a apprentice spellbook, which I don't know what it actually does yet. I'm not going to faff around with those today though, because a couple of reasons. One is that they are particularly destructive in their ability to confuse the hell out of things. This scroll I really don't want to play with again, and that is mind trick, which can just go up there, and then we just got this lot, which I'm going to struggle to fit in here, aren't I? Although I have got a reasonable amount of space to work with. Hang on, which one are you? No, you're the that one. eventually we'll have that done. I think I've actually got enough to... Let me just double check what I've got. I think 1, 2, 3. Is that right? Hang on. 1, 2, 3. I need a fourth one of those, and I can actually turn one of these into diamond equivalent armor, which will be good, because then you get to play with, you know, wizard, dress as a wizard rather than in armor, which is, you know, everybody's dream, innit? Dress up as a wizard. If I'm not quite as talkative, by the way, my throat's a little bit sore tonight, so yeah, I've don't know why. I think I may be coming down with something, just, you know, that generic something that we all come down with from time to time. No. Put that away. Let's go and just put those away and see. What are you doing? Are you making books? You're making paper, okay. Right. Well, shut it in your face. Sorry. Did my lumberjacks go? I've noticed my lumberjacks going out into the world from time to time, and I think it's because periodically we end up with this situation where all of these have grown and or have been chopped down. There's no sapling, so that's one I do notice. That can go away. Right, everything's put away, so, except for that, which, damn it. Let me just go and address this situation, shall we? Master, that's an advanced, that's master, that's novice to apprentice. Okay, that's fine. Right, so how to deal with guards and their requirements. So what we would need is a town hall block. And I can't even type. One of these, and that requires a chest, some blocks and some things. That's easy enough. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Chest, some blocks and some trunkage. Ah, damn it. I've got one over there. Hang on. Chest first. Chest. Oh, got to be in the research table, hasn't it? So that gives us a town hall block. Now, if I want a combat NPC, two gold, a wooden sword, and a food bundle, and hopefully I've got the necessaries. I've got a full food bundle. They don't need those. 2 gold, and have we got a wooden sword kicking around? We have. 2 gold, wooden sword, combat NPC, and then combat orders need a bit of paper, wherever that is. There we go, one of those will do me. Piece of wood, and what was it? Some red dye. I'll use a red berry if I've got one. I have. Right, I'm going to need you guys to think of a name for this fella. And we'll give him some equipment as well, I think. What we got? I mean, I could pinch some of theirs, to be honest, but if I'm going to do that, I might as well make my own, eh? Let's make sure he's well equipped. Shunk. And shunk. We'll give him a shield. Just an iron one. He's only going to be a halberd. Thinking a halberd is probably what we want. Dingus. Any names from Terry Pratchett? Dear. Right, we need to... I'm just thinking what we'll do is we'll also take a bed with us. A door. He doesn't need this, but, you know, we'll give him somewhere to live down there, because he's going to be stuck down there for most of his life. Where's his... what other order? There are several types of order. Upkeep order. Work order, upkeep, routing. It's an upkeep order we need. Okay. We need to tell him what. At the moment, we've only got the one town hall block, but we will need to tell him where to go and get food from, especially when we get another town hall block up the top for, you know, more general stuff. Right, that gives everything. Blah, da, da, da. Let's make it. Let's at least give him something that looks a little bit homely, eh? We don't want it to be too miserable. Give him an armor stand. Give him that armor stand. Anything else? Bookcase would not really seem appropriate. I'm just trying to think. Let's go with go. I'll be glad when Halloween's over. I will. And we don't have to. We can stop having to put up with all this shenanigans going on like that. Just get out of my way. Right. Get me some of those, because he doesn't really desperately need anything like that. Just one of those and a chair. Give him a couple of chairs and a nice fireplace. There we go. Like I say, if he's going to live down there, it's going to be like a troll or some kind of goblin or something. Terry, remind me the name of the orc from the Unseen Academicals. Let's see. Let's put you to the test. That wasn't his name. That was the less than flattering name they gave him. I'm going to block that. That's going to be my space there for that. And I think what we'll do is we'll come in through here. Nut. That was it. Thank you. The Unseen Academicals. If you like football, or if you don't like football, it's probably even better, because it basically takes the P out of the entire football thing. Right. Let me just block that in. So he's got a little room like this. Not the most, inviting of rooms, but it'll do. What we do need to do is put down a town hall block, and I'm going to put the town hall block here, I think. In fact, yeah, we'll put it on there. We'll not bury it because I'm not sure how he's going to react to that. Range of 100, that's fine. I need to go and grab some food, however. Let's just finish off getting this fella's lodgings sorted out. Should we give him a nice floor? No. He's a guard. He's living down here. He's obviously not being in favour. Actually, I'm going to take that and pop that like that, and then we'll put this down here, there. We'll just go up a little bit like that. It doesn't really matter, and then we'll grab that. How the hell do I stop him walking into it? God only knows. We'll come to there. There's his armour stand for his armour, and actually we'll put the town hall block in his quarters because it's going to be his, and we'll give it a range of what we got: 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Let's just do the math. I'm at 1949. Let's go as far as we need. 1949 to 1889 would be 40, wouldn't it? That works. We'll give it a range of 40. Actually, a range of 50. There you go. Right, I just need to grab some food for him, and we'll be good to go. I'm just thinking, can we get away with that? Looks silly. There you go. Stick it on there. That'll do the trick. Right. So let's just go and grab a few bits. I should have brought the minecart down. It would have been quicker, wouldn't it? Not much, to be fair, but quicker. And then hopefully what we'll have is a guard down there who can defend the miners and villagers. Whether it will work, well, that's an entirely different kettle of fish, but at least we've tried. There we go, take some of those, and what else we got? More cooked chicken. That should keep him going for quite a while. Settle down, man. Now, get out the way. Yeah. We have a rationale for him as well. I do want to decorate this mine shaft actually and make this into something more than it is. But right now what we just need to do is get this job done. So let us... I know, we'll do it like this, I think. Oh, that's not quite what I had in mind, but there. He can't get into there now, so that's his little fire. Okay, we're going to pop all of that chicken in there. I say that will keep him hanging for, going for a while. And we are going to start off with that, and we're going to say we'll call him Nut. What have we got for? We can go for an NPC. No. Whose skin would we like? I'm trying to think, whose skin should we go for? Give me a player name. Anybody? Trying to think who would be appropriate. Who haven't I seen? Actually, let's go with that. I think that will work. No? I thought Underzeal was that. I'm trying to think who can we put down here? Doesn't look appropriate at all. Oh man, can't think of somebody. I'm just trying to think of somebody whose skin we can whack down as I've been wandering around the mines. Go with the default, or we can go with an NPC type, which puts him into combat mode. Etho. Well, we can definitely have Etho. That's whoops, not Wetho. Yep, fine. I'm good with that. We're going to give him a variety of items, a weapon and a shield. We're going to set his upkeep order is going to be set to there. So that's where his upkeep order goes, and then what we're going to do is we are going to have him, don't know how far to go, because these ones, let me just go, right, we'll start there, we'll carry on down to there, and we'll carry on down to here, we'll carry on down to here, and we'll just come down to here and then back. And then we'll set these. All you do is you hit Z to set their waypoints. That's all he needs to do, I think. Honeydew, Corellis. Oh yeah, hang on. Oh yes. Okay, and there's he's off. He's got a job, and now he's doing his work. So we've got a home. He's going to walk along. He's going to pause each bit on there, and then let's look at that lovely face. I don't know what is Corellis's face or skin face always reminds me of Lockjaw. Right, armed with that, we should be able to now put a druid and a miner back into circulation. That face says dingus. Poor old Corellis. Right, let's go and find some emeralds and put some emeralds to use and go and get some people employed. Miner and a druid. I've got a reasonable amount of these. So what are you? You are the architect. I don't wish you. I wish you. And I would like a druid. God, they're getting expensive. And a miner. Miners are cheap though. Right, you. What have you got? What about you? Come here. Come here. Come on. Neither of you got any specific skills, so miner. And we're going to instantly age this child into... he doesn't want to. It now suddenly goes and gets a grey old beard. Okay, oh, and we've still got one child left that we haven't checked out. Nothing major on the intelligence side, so a second miner? I think a second miner. As soon as we got the miners going, then we'll be back to having... Where did she go? It's the only problem with this. The bigger your town gets, the harder it becomes to actually track down where they've vanished off to. If you went this way, there's a pretty good chance that you went in the library, perhaps. No, okay. Prove me wrong. There you are. Come here. Don't run away. Oh my God. You. Right. Yeah. That would make a great deal of sense that they don't use the library. Let's have a look at the post. Oh, we appear to have a delivery. I think I've... The core root, that was one I'm missing for definite. The mushrooms I had, I just haven't planted. But core root is one we definitely need to go and put in there. So I will definitely take that, thank you. Oh yeah, they'll have to... I think that's why they're running away. Right, how much sand have I got? Not a huge amount. I want to go over to the desert, which I believe I have got a waypoint set at. Mesa, jungle. Thought I had a desert. Mesa's fairly close to the desert, I'm sure on that one. You're going to have to bear with me a second. I need to go to the loo. Oh. Right. No, of course I'm not taking the camera with me. Good God. Oh dear, I'm evil. I'm not that bad. Okay. Right, that was reasonably quick. Pop those away. So I need to take a little bit of bone meal. Let's just go and... I don't know whether I can actually plant the mushrooms over there. Let me just check. I know I can do... Why I would want to do the death stalk, I don't know. The others I've got, so we'll leave those there for now. We'll sneak out the back way. No. And out through the thing. So the bit you missed, Terry, was me showing off my my really fancy new walls now. That started to look nice and worn, and the fact that they now stretch from all the way over here to all the way over there. So we're getting there steadily. And my herb garden, that was the other bit you missed. Book. Surprised I don't realise they can get in that way. Let me have a look. So if I were to get this down, I know you don't actually have to have tilled earth for these, by the way. It's just ooh. Oh, this probably places on stone, doesn't it? I'm going to bet it does. Hang on a second. Yeah. So we want to get a few of these down, not too many. Find a spot that's not in use. In a few places. Again, I don't need a vast amount of these. They're just one of these things that is handy to have a few of growing for when you do want to go things like, because the core root is used for the elixir of haste. So that's the old beastie. No, it's on stone. I remember. I do. So there's a bit of core root there and a bit of core root there. That'll keep you going. Now, question. Deathstalk mushroom, he's happy on anything. So we'll just whack a few of these about the place. If I can find some vacant spots. One there, one there. Maybe one there, and then we'll get the mooncap mushroom. And again, these things will plant on grass, and it's just kind of force of habit for me to do things onto the correct thing. Obviously, they'll plant there like that as well. So, right, that's got all of the everything is now in our herb garden, which is nice, and lots of apples as well, of course. All right, it didn't seem to want to plant on grass plot, but I know they do on stone because they're a mining deep thing. Right, what next? Yeah, I am happy with these walls though. I know I've said this several times. I do need to start working on this side of the river, and I think what I'm going to do is throw some more mud blocks in around the edges, just to, you know, give it that muddiness. I realised that was a very bad kind of, you know, description of what I was aiming to do, but it's accurate. We're just going to grab those other bits out of the thing and put them away. Yeah, we'll come and pop those away in our rustic box for now. And there we go. Right. Well, that one's full. So I definitely need to sort out my torch situation. Actually, what I need to do is sort out my carrying some wood around situation. Because if you're carrying some wood around, you never run out of torches. I know it's an amazing concept, but... And then we'll do some... not that many. 12. That should give me a reasonable pile of torches, and then we can pop those away. Right. So, where do I want to start? I would like to start up here. I realise I'm starting like, you know, an hour in. So the idea, I put the tombstones over there temporarily until we've got a place for them to live, but let me just get some of these blocks going. So this here is going to be our gatehouse down to the dockside area. And that will come down, we'll have some stairs down here. I've kind of thought about it, and I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to carve a big chunk of that headland out, so we've got more of an open area to come in into the docks. Maybe as much as that, I don't know exactly yet. This is going to have go around, and obviously then we're going to have plenty of this going on all the way around the edge here, and it'll all be textured in the same way as that, and have arrow slits and stuff, and will probably be the main barracks. So what we'll do is we'll just get the walls down and in place. That will be a doorway, and there'll be a doorway there as well, so that will be coming in from the wall. I haven't really decided much beyond that what we're going to do, but what we are going to have to do is make sure that these are all lit after we've been through the area, just to make sure that we've not created any spawnable spots. And that will probably be an entrance through there. We'll sort that out. What we do here, that is a very good question. We'll work that one out later. But then we're also going to have, now that is a light block, so we'll take you out and place you, for want of a better place, we'll stick you there, because we should be able to get rid of that then, without affecting our light levels. And that can go in there. Well, actually this needs to come out all the way up. And that will go all the way down on this side. And again, how we're getting into this, I haven't really thought that one through. But what we are going to have, well, there will be, you know, structures underneath here, so we'll probably have like some access virus. Oh right, I wonder what that was. I wondered what that was for a second. There for the time being, and then we'll have something similar on the other side. I can do something about that, I think. You only get away with that so often though, and then it kind of, I think the weather escalates if you do it too much. And Again, whack a torch there, and we'll... So that brings that kind of up. Let's just go down and have a look how we're feeling. And then that will come up there as well. Now what I'm going to do up here, I'm not entirely sure, because we're going to have walls that come in on either side, and then we're going to have a gate probably here. So that's the kind of... Oh yeah. So the gate's going to be here, and that means that we're going to have, yeah, that's fine, because the steps will come up like that into this area. Yeah, that works fine. And then this will continue up like that. Now what we do around here, whether I put some accent blocks in or something like that, I don't know, because I don't want to make these too thick, because there won't be really much space to do anything else if we do that. So we got that going on. And they got the same going on over here. Maybe have the access from the ground this level and go down. Actually, that would make a little sense. I've just realised I've made a spawnable area there. Pardon me. And then I've got the walls starting up here as well. I did that between episodes. I've not decorated or done this bit, but trying to get a feel for where I'm going to turn it. So that's a corner that's going to turn there, but whether I'm going to kind of zigzag out a bit, I don't know. What are we going to do here though? See, my thoughts are, again, along the lines of, let's take that out for starters, and just put that there. Have a hall kind of thing going on straight down here. And then that would give you, how big do I want it though? I'm thinking to there. What we do with this space, really not sure, but it could actually be a part of the structure. We could include it in there and actually have a, I don't know, whatever. Hi Wabbit. And then we can come straight across here. Let me find a spot to just place down that to keep the light happy. So that will give you a very big area down there, and then we've got this here, which is kind of a wizard tower-esque thing going on, which will be several stories tall. That gives me plenty of room to work down there, because if I'm thinking the chicken farm is going to be quite deep down and directly down under this bit, so I've got plenty of space under there to play with as well. So that kind of works, I think. So again, we'll just get things now. Do I want to throw in some accent blocks? And if I do, what do I want to do with them? Let's just go and have a play with some blocks before we get too bogged down in detail. Because, well, my path will come up here, it'll also come around here and up into this section. That will then come up to a square here, which will go through gates here and gates up the top there, but, and then that's, yeah. Sorry, yeah, this is... How are you doing? You You get some work done down there? I actually meant to check, to go down and check that the guard was still working. I was just... have a quick peek. How are you doing there, Mr. Guardsman? You're doing a fine job. Which is... Oh, and how are you doing, madam? Yeah, a little bit of redstone. Why have you got a wooden pick? I'm sure I've got better picks than that. Well, anyway, he seems happy enough with his lodgings. And we'll be carrying on doing this. You do your thing. Now, that's interesting. So, I'm assuming that the druid only ever... I'll race you. The druid only ever works on ones that haven't got a miner down them. See ya. Oh, I didn't think I was going to make it then. I mean, I made it every other time. No, stay. It's not a perfect system. Right, let's go and play with some accent blocks. Now, I don't really want to use the timber on the outside of this because obviously it's more of a castle than the other thing. So let us have a look. If I were to go in there, what have we got? See, those really don't pop as being different. I mean, you could go with the seamless stone blocks. That might work. But if you were to go somewhere else, where would we go? I mean, we could go with andesite. And what do we get with that? Suppose you could go with the andesite pillar block or something like that as an accent. But again, it's still very grey. We'll keep the andesite to one side. Not... Obviously I can't chisel that, but I can make that polished blue, and I don't know whether that would... Well, I think I've got some of that anyway. Let me have a look. Blue, I've got some blue. Not enough though. Slate becomes a pillar. It's a much darker colour. What do you think? Let me go a little bit of that. Let's grab a bit of cobble. I will entertain granite. I'm not going to entertain andesite. I've already got... I mean, andesite... yeah, bird poo. And we can entertain polished blue. Let's see, if I were making a wall of these, what works? We'll just go there, it's as good a place as any to play. What works with this? So if we take a bit of you, we can take... I'm thinking... I don't know whether to go with something like the pillar. See, cuts might be. She's got that interesting pattern going on. But it blends in too much. Whereas you've got the same with the granite. But the oh man, granite is just so horrible. I suppose it's down to personal preference, but know I can't do anything with slate. Cobble has got a few options. Embossed might work, something like that maybe. Let's just go in. What I should do is just take that away as well. Give me. That would work for door frames, yeah. And we have got, where's me wand? That, absolutely not. That's a absolute no-no. You know what? I actually do like that. I don't like that. I like that, and I quite like that. Great planter boxes. So andesite cuts for the door frame. I am torn between that and that for the accent blocks. That for the door frame. So if we imagine, let me get the andesite cuts going. And then you'd have obviously that going on. Yep. What do we think for these corner blocks though here? So here, maybe, you know, well actually these are probably not good examples, but you know, visible things. So if I wanted to go like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and then have an accent, then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and an accent, which doesn't really work either. Well, I suppose it does because we've got that one going there. I like the slate. Okay, slate it is. Let us try and incorporate that now. So if I wanted my gate, I would like my gate, I'm going to do this wider than it is. 2, 3, 4. What's that? 1, 2, that's 2, 4, 5. I think 5's high. 5 is a good position. 4, 5. Like that. We'll worry about the floor later. God only knows what we're going to do in here, but that, I think that actually, if we're going with that theme, we can throw in a door frame here, can't we? And a door frame here. For those two bits. That would then carry on up here. Let me just grab that. Keep it lit. Including that. And then that, I think, we go 1, 2, 3, 4. Oops, is that all I've got? Yeah. Borrow that. So what I'm thinking is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 1, then that gives me that's not quite working. What we got there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Damn you. 11. If we do it a bit more sensibly then, if I go, that gives me 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4. because that doesn't actually have to even be wall. Okay, let's continue extrapolating this. And there, oh, no, it's alright, we'll get to that in a moment. How high to make the walls? That's the next question. I think 5 maybe? Get that turned off temporarily, and let's go and have a look. Hiya. Which one? The gecko or the dragon? Or in fact the Celtic knot, which is probably what you can see in one corner. That's old. That's a cover up as well. Anyway, what time is it? It's daytime. Okay, we're going to have to turn the weather off. Now, okay. Right, what am I doing? What the hell am I doing? That's a good question. See, that would be the part of the structure that I don't know. I'm married and straight, mate, but you know, we are actually kind of hanging out, so all right, so that is oh, what the sound muffler, it is very nice to get rid of things. I ain't up. Okay, think. Nope, not what I'm thinking of. I could have sworn there was like in rustic. There we go. That was deco craft. Yeah, don't think that's really what I'm looking for. Oh dear. Right, I'm trying to think here, and right, I've still got all of that to use as well. Where were we? I want to do what have we got in rustic? Just go with the block. Anyway, where was I? I was looking for something to use an edge. Hanging bridge? No. No. Hang on. I came to exactly the wrong place to do this, didn't I? Boo. Right. Oh, I know what. Let's put some stairs in, make that feel a bit more thing. And yeah, if I go up here, we should have a few of those. I probably want some more though. Do I have any more spruce? Nope, but if I take a stack of that, that will do the trick. Ah. Oh, chat's gone very quiet. Where was I? I was making spruce planks. And then I was going to make... No. No, where is it? Can't find it. Oh, it's because it's in the wrong place. Not there. He doesn't. That was one of my intentions to get onto today, but you know, distractions, shiny stuff, and I haven't even been in the wine cellar in trying things out. Oh dear, that's itchy. So if we were to get you, and let's see whether we can start to get some kind of shape to this. We probably, oops, hitting a wall with a chicken kebab is probably not the best way to alter it structurally. And we'll grab you and do this. I must admit, I really do like these stairs. I'm not sure, do they let light through? Well, they certainly don't seem to stop it. Where's my lights? There. Tickety boo, stuck in my... Alright, so we got the stairwell leading up there. We have got this kind of structure going on here. We do need to get some floor and some ladders in there. Still not sure about that, you know. I don't know whether to... thanks Potter, by the way. Whether we can just kind of stagger those down as if they're kind of stretching down. Let me just have a look. They look too clean like that. Whereas if they kind of, if the wall kind of, I don't know. We got that kind of thing going on, as if it had been kind of semi-patched. Does that look more real? Really? Yeah. The problem is whether we can whether I can get them. I mean, I suppose it could work like that. Could use a mixture of both, really. Let's just try that. Let's go and take one of those blocks down. Bring you all the way up. And then, this is going to hurt, but it's easier than climbing. Plus, with all those absorption hearts, we've got plenty of time. That does work better, I think. We also need to address that elephant in the room. So yeah, we'll bring that forward. The only question is then, if that is there, we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So that gives you if I do that, then that, I suppose we could have it on both sides though, couldn't you? Yeah, it might work. Let's have a look, see what we've got and what we've got to work with. First things first, we probably need to have a means of getting up there. And then let me just do that. And 1, 2, 3, 4 there. Because these walls are not going to be as thick as those. Obviously, those are too thick. Plus the bits that go around the edges. So, kind of makes sense that these are somewhat different. Now what if we do something like, oops, not that. And obviously stab down a torch. That gives us some wiggle room with the walls. Let me just get the that ugliness off. It's definitely got more to it than it had before. Yeah, I like that. Okay. And then I suppose what we're going to want to do is get a wee bit of that going. And we need to start looking at the... Yeah, they always do. It's just sometimes finding a technique that works. 2, then 1, and then 1. So what I do need to do is then decide what I'm going to do over this side. Now I'm now thinking that what we will have is we'll actually have the wall will come all the way out here. There'll probably be some kind of room in here, which we'll just work around. Gives us a much wider. Now this is a door frame, so if we're sticking with the premise of the door frame, then that's what we're going to do there. The only question is then, what do we do with this tower? Because it kind of sits out on the edge all by itself, looking a little bit like Billy No Mates. Still, I suppose, well, there's several options, I think. Armory, murder gallery, you know, there's plenty of things it can be used for. It's just a matter of deciding what. We're not quite late enough to sleep yet, so actually I don't know why I did that. I know I've got, if I go in here and pull this and this out, I know I've got plenty of various bits. Let's go with those. One, two, three, 4. Now this has just given me an idea that I'm going to regret, I'm sure, but let me come down there, grab you, and come down. That can be that. That will go like that, and inventory. Yes, say do not meddle in the affairs of wizards, for they are subtle and quick to anger. I believe is the quote. Hang on a second. What we'll do is we'll actually I shouldn't need to, you know. That's half a block. That is not enough. Okay, I should need to then. And we'll do that. Oh god, this is going to be entertaining. Let's try it from this angle. Like a so. Then that's that. Again, throw that back in, grab some of that. That should use up the last of this. Then we can go in and grab a bit of that. And a bit of that. Change you over to this stuff and go 1, 2, 3. Crafting bench. No one said the crenellations have to be massive, crazy. They just be every other. So that kind of works. Let's just go and have a little look at that. Have we got time to sleep, do you reckon? I can sleep. Yeah, of course, it's just me on. No problem. I mean, that's definitely got prospects. I like that. And once we've got into there and started playing with the structure, you know, the giving it some randomness to it, that will work. How do I want to play? See, I think I'm going to work on this wall. If we can work on this wall and get this done the way I want it, then we're kind of halfway for the design of the castle. Because getting one wall down, you know, means that you've got all of the walls down. So let's carry on with this. Let's just get these exterior bits done. And what we'll do is while we're here, we'll come in and we'll just do a little. I'm going to not go too mad with this one, because I don't want, this is the main castle. It should be in slightly better state of repair, so we can get that bit done. And then what it occurs to me is, while we're here, we'll still go with the foliage, just because, you know, everybody likes a bit of foliage. And you know, it doesn't hurt to have a little bit. Floating around up there. And then we'll do the same on this side. We say if we can get this, if we can nail this, then we've got the structure nailed for all the other bits where we are going to end up using it. Let me just grab some of you, and we shall take a bit there, we'll have a bit there, maybe a little bit there, and there, and then we'll I want to take that further down, but we'll do a little bit there as well. And oh, damn it, I ran out of bloody leaves. Or did I? I've got somewhere along the lines I've managed to pick up some leaf which is different in some way. It all came from the same tree, but there you go. That I like. Now what we can do here while we're working on this is we can take some of these, because they're going to be my go-to stair block, and then we'll have the gate will be here, so that kind of works. We'll just stab one of those down there, get rid of some of those out of my inventory as well. Alright, let's let me go and just deal with my inventory again, and but I'm starting to like the way that is looking, and we can get a gate made as well. Not sure what kind of gate I want. I think I'm just going to go with the portcullis, to be honest. God. Right, we need to get done in here as fast as humanly possible. So I don't want to be stuck around these noisy. Let's keep the andesite chiseled. That can just go back to being stone. You go in there. I need some more slate, probably. Think. Get rid of that. What have I got? Cobble. Dirt. Bye-bye. Anything else that I'm missing that I want? Don't really need those out right this second. But we can put you away. Actually, let me grow and grab them out of here because I want to use that lot first. And then we should be thinking about these spruce shakes, because that is the go-to structure. Oh, andesite. Andesite wall. Let's see where this takes us a bit further. Oh, I didn't make that gate. Oh, it's alright, we'll make it later. I feel like we're getting somewhere. I do need to get rid of these torches around the area, but again, that's another thing. Another thing to play with. Right, so from here, where do I want to go? I would like this wall here, because this will continue out that way to be a solid wall. Now I'm thinking I can probably get away with a walkway into there, you know, and just leave that down. Maybe we can do something with these bricks as well. Hang on. So if we're going, that's not going to work, is it? Because unless, no, your entrance is going to be there. I suppose there are ways. I don't know. Let me just whack a torch there for now, and we'll bring this up on this edge. So my first thoughts were, if we can get away from this block here, at least as far as that's concerned, and then we can come in with, just keep it simple and just come straight in with this stuff. We'll just run outside with the access for the time being. Hasn't affected the lighting. That kind of gives you kind of a walk. That bit there, well, that's the tower. So this is not the tower. This is the just a tower bit, just a defensive tower. The wizardy tower is over there. That's the bigger tower. We'll get there. again, we can work with our now what I do here is large. I think I'm going to hang on, let me just think this through. I know it's a scary thought, me thinking, but I do it from time to time, honest. And I'm tempted to just keep the, damn it, I like that spruce log. To go from there, and then we can jump up here. Yeah, it's got to be stair blocks. I was thinking about slabs, but the problem is every other slab would be spawnable, which is not ideal from my point of view. Neither is the fact that I managed to get those the wrong way around. No. We'll worry about, obviously at the moment we don't have to worry about the spawnability of this platform because it's made of these. I don't know whether those, can they be torched? They can't. So we need to do something like this one here as a torch block. And this one. And we'll do this one as well. Just because we can. Thanks for joining us, Neelam. And that should, I'll stick that over there temporarily. That should give me a structure which we can start to work with. Now the question then is, what do we do? Grab another couple of them. Certainly going to have to come up to kind of like this height, I think. And then we can just come in like this. Whack a few torches on here just to keep it spawn. That needs to be. Oh, there's quite a few areas that I've left spawnable, aren't they? Ah, that's scary. However, what we'll do is we shall work the top half first, just to get a feel for the look of the thing. And then we can work the undersides with whatever we got left and make some more. And we can also go and sort these out quick. That for definite. I'm amazed that I've not been at. That should sort us. All right, take care, Wiley. Oh, thanks for the mod information, by the way. The grass mod, I will be adding it to the pack. I just didn't have the chance for this this stream. And if you haven't seen Wiley's mod, he came up with a very simple mod which allows you to combine grass and torches to make grass which illuminates, which I think is brilliant. But there you go. I am somewhat biased in as it was based off an idea of mine. But there. Anyway, right. Let's go and have a look. How are we feeling about this structure now? I'm liking it. I'm definitely liking that. That's kind of working. Oh, I'll have to let Wiley give you that one. I can't remember. I've got the link somewhere, but it's on CurseForge. Yeah, that's got potential. I'm thinking that we just loop that round into the tower at the end there. How we do it at this end, I don't know, but that's a different question entirely. It does, yeah. It's got the, even though it's still got the wear and tear and the weeds growing out of it. That's kind of I do like that worn out wear and tear feel. Right, we need to think about these towers because we've got to link these towers and this gatehouse in together. Now I'm very tempted to actually link all of this together into one structure and actually take these doors back to here. Lost. Doesn't matter. We'll live. It's one andesite block. It's not the end of the world. That just kind of flattens this off. The only drawback to that is it does flatten it off, so it's kind of a win-lose scenario. We get to there. Let's try. Really haven't got much dirt on me at all, have I? Makes a change. I'm normally running around with dirt all over the shop. I don't think I need a lot. So again, my thoughts around this courtyard, or this area here that will be the courtyard, is that it's going to be again a more posh dirt. So more of this kind of thing going on, less of the trodden dirt path. Not there though. And it just, I think it will just look somewhat better. Yeah, I can work into the doorways themselves. That's not a problem. Just trying to get the bulk structure done to start off with. I think that gives us an option then to actually have a doorway through here as well, which kind of works. That brings all of this together. Can I do something similar with this though? Let's go get a portcullis in. That's that will give us a structure to start off with. That's just iron and wood, as I recall, isn't it? No, iron and stone. Let's have a look at ancient warfare. Show me. Yeah, we'll go with the straight up one. So it's stone, iron and redstone. Stone, iron, redstone. Bang. That's a start. Oh, I wanted some wanted some of that while I was here. I will take the, put you over there, take that. Is there anything I don't need here? Well, there's lots of things I don't need. Is there anything I don't desperately need? Well, the portcullis is already back one that way. I suppose we could. I don't really want it landing. I don't know whether I can get it to land on that though, because can I? Well, they're going to stay. That's going to stay, isn't it? Because that's what we're using for the. I think that is like one slightly higher, but oh, that's wanted that one over as well, didn't I? We can go like this. That definitely works. No, the other way. I've already kind of gone the other way a bit. I kind of this maybe works. I don't know. Yeah, I think you're right. I think it does want to be the other way. No. There is a way to package these. I can never remember what it is. There you go. That's how you do it. So we go back to here. Grab this coming in. I suppose the obvious thing to do, just thinking this, where's my things gone there? How about if we did something like this? We'll just leave it 3 wide. I mean, it doesn't have to be 5 wide. Then you end up with that little bit there where I can put some braziers. Might work. It also brings the gatehouse back further, so we can continue with, let me just get rid of that for a second. And then that can actually, yeah, that works. Yeah, Yeah, I think we can definitely work this in. We'll do some fancy block work on this outside over here as well. Whether we get anything on this, I don't know, because that's gonna maybe I don't know. Difficult decisions sometimes, having to decide what you're going to do with the various things you've got, your ideas. But on the whole, I'm not displeased with that as a structure. We'll arch over the top here now because we've got this. We've got this structure going on. Now, did I went straight. Oh yeah, that's fine. Very tempted to do that actually. Grab a bit of that. Pop that in. Doesn't really matter. But what I did want is wherever it's gone, that can just come out here like so. Waste not, want not. And then we'll just continue. We'll stick a bit of that crackstone in just for good measure. And not sure about. Yeah, no, I think it does work better. Kind of squeezing back like that. And then again. Get me some of that action if you don't mind. Need to go and grab some more stone. Really glad for the silk touch pick in this scenario. Okay, let's think about how we want to get down. Give me, let me just put some of that in there for a moment. That'll do. Right, so we're starting to get some structure, and it's getting more massive as we go, which is good. I like fortresses to be massive. I mean, can you imagine if you were storming that and you've got a murder hole above it and arrow slits coming in at the various levels? That would be somewhat terrifying, I'm sure. And then obviously around here what we'll do, so I'll kind of merge this in again. We'll make it look okay. Ladders, we've got spruce wood, we've got a chisel, so we're good. And some spruce doors. We should really try and check what the village has been up to as well. Because I wish I knew why some of the buckets were not made, not in quotes village made. Oh, incidentally, I've forgotten who it was who suggested I put the crystals on the bottom, but I did, and it works, so thanks. That's really handy. If I want to go and have a look for anything in there, I can just, get straight in. However, I don't know whether we'll do that or whether we'll separate these from the network ultimately, because I'll just kind of be able to come down and go pick the various things. I'm just curious as to, my God, they're making wool like it's going out of fashion. Yeah, that's going. Still got quite a lot of it. I have actually got that mailboxes there, and they're there for a reason. They're not just a whim. But right, what time are we at? We need to grab. We got you. Have I got any of those iron ladders? Is what I came here for. That was the biggie. And also spruce trapdoors. If we go and convert all of our spruce back to spruce, that will stack a lot easier, won't it? In fact, if we convert all of that to that, it'll still stack easier still. Okay. Let me out. Feels good to start to see a structure there. It seems like it's been. These are just they're growing. They're not. There's no significance to these whatsoever. I just was running low on bamboo, so I wanted to grow some. Incidentally, we actually also do need to go out and explore out into some other areas, because since we've added the Minecraft the modern Minecraft mod, we do have Minecraft bees. He's including 1.15 features as well as the more traditional things. I'm going to go there and there, I think, for starters, and then we'll come up like that. Do I want to take this? I think that's probably as far out as we want to go, like that. And then if we get a little bit of that going, and again I can swap some of these out for chisel and bits pieces later, but that gives us a flat surface to be working on, and it's still lit okay, so that's fine. There, that, and that now I'm tempted to bring back to being certainly that anyway. Maybe just that as well, and then maybe we'll do. No, we'll leave you exactly like that, I think. But what I'm thinking is we can come over this way chisel and a bit of that, get some of that going. I love having a mending chisel, you know, it's just so much easier. And there, so from there, no, I think we'll just do that, and maybe that works. Don't know, still trying to play around with crenellations and come up with what a design that kind of fits. But we can take you and we can get the old doorway in on that side. That will continue up and round. That would be just there, that's fine. And oh, damn you. Well, technically speaking, I do need to go down there anyway, because I've cocked up. No, well I have, but not in the way you'd think. So that needs to be this same tower wood, and that I want to be again a normal thing, but I want you to be a torch block, just to provide the illumination down here. Now the question is, how do I want to, that's the ground floor, so I would suspect therefore that we would have See, that is really, this is really too high, isn't it? So let's take that out and stick that one back in. Let's raise ourselves up. What I'd like to be able to do is actually have arrow slits here. I think that will, or maybe even there actually. And there. So what we really want is we need this to be higher up still. I don't really want it. Yes, I suppose slate's common enough. It's not. It's not like it's a real rare brick. So we'll pop that in and we'll do the light brick there. No. There. And then we can put the, yeah, that will be fine. That will be fine. And then we can stick the wood in here. And then we'll pop the, actually, yeah, we'll do the steps, the ladders on this side. Going up, and that will be that. Right, I need to go and grab some arrow slits. Not actually some arrow slits. I need to go and grab the plans for some arrow slits. So we'll go and borrow them from over here. Not unhappy with it. Getting there. Right, I need... right, I need to borrow that, I think, and I need to dump that and that and those away and those away and those away and those away. There, keep that. Grab that and that and that. Perfect. Right, that gives us something to work with. Yeah, that gives you a perfect 360. Which from the point of view of outside gives you a good range of things. It gives it that, doesn't it? I mean, the fact that this is all lit so well actually makes this a bit deceptive, because it's all, obviously we've lit the area so well to prevent spawns and prevent things eating our villagers, but that's not bad. It's kind of working. Next question, what over here at this point, would we even bother having an arrow slit across there? Because you really can't see anything. I don't think you would, but you might have one here and there, and maybe even over there, so you've got a couple of archers points running out of that. Now, I mean, that tree's a bit in the way, but you know, we can always assume that tree wasn't there when they built the arrow slits, honest. So that's the plans I'm working on anyway. And I did see that was a light block, so we'll go with that. That gets us to there. How high up? I think these are still going to go maybe a couple of levels higher, and what we do over here is still open to interpretation. Somewhat. Let me just get up and have a quick peek. So my question is, are we going to use the wood up here? I mean, we can. Let's have a look. Because my thoughts are you wouldn't then have, you'd probably have the ladder up this side on there. We'll get the ladder down. So that gives you that. And we end up with a walkway over there. Let's just go and let's grab some dirt and fill in that tower and get that one set up, because that's going to have arrow slits on, again, all three sides. And we'll do something, well, I might do something in these corners. I don't know what yet. I might do something with maybe fence, gates, or not gates, walls. That's the word I'm looking for. I'll be able to do something interesting with those and the lamps, but we'll see what we can come up with for that. What did I come for? Dirt. And I'm going to take another stack of stone, I think. Doesn't hurt. Well, good news is we seem to have a miner who's still alive. It's always a bonus. These bits here I want to do something with as well before we finish. So what we wanted was, I think it was it there? That looks about right to me. So we need to come up 2 levels. I'm not even going to worry about this ironwood planking. I've got more ironwood than I know what to do with, so I think if we come in here and go with a zap, we'll be facing across. I suppose there's a danger of shooting, you know, friendly forces in the face when they're trying to shoot from that side, but they knew what they signed up for. Okay, and then we'll do the same again there. I'm going to take you and turn you into a torch block, so you we don't need to worry about lighting down here. Get a bit of that going. No. A bit of that going. Hang on. Bit of this stuff going here. Nope, that's not what I wanted. Why? What I wanted was a light block there. Now, where did I stick the ladders on this side? I can't remember. It was on that side, wasn't it? So again, we'll have that and that. Now, I don't think there is any point in doing that. No. Or that. No. So that's fine. The ladders were here. And the trapdoor was there. That gets us to this point, and we can take this out, which is good. Right. So what I would like to do, I think, is just let's go over to the storeroom and grab some bits. We're at 1/2 so I think we're going to wrap up in a moment, but I've got one thing I would like to do just to finish up the feeling that we have up there. I'll pop that away for now. We'll get rid of that for now, and I'm going to grab a couple of those, and let's just have a look at grindstones a second. I don't think that's really what I'm after. No. No. Interesting, but not what I'm after. Alright, chisels and bits it is then. I think once we've got a little bit more detail going on out here, this will start to feel so much better. But right now, what I mean, the simplest thing would be to place them like that, but when have I ever done simple? Not when I could go with, let's just go with some polished andesite. Ugh, don't throw them away. Take that to there, grab you, grab that, and we'll grab a quick copy of that. Grab that. That will do for one. That will do for two. Lost my inventory. Get those going there. And you know what, I am very... Did I only bring two with me? I did, okay. I'm very tempted to do something similar at the bottom, but that works, I think. Obviously it all needs doors. We don't want to take that away because that may be spawnable. All of this can come out now. It's a big build. It's gonna take a while. But that's why I enjoy doing it. And yeah, I think once we work out exactly how this roof is going to intersect here, and more importantly what it's going to do here. Now my temptation is to curl it round and continue this floor around into this and make this tower an integral part of it, but I'm not entirely sure how to do that yet. I mean, it'd probably just be as simple as come in here with, you know, the equivalent of that, and then we'll be into the tower here, and then maybe have a walkway over this point that gives us the things. But yeah, it's given us a start point. We will work on it some more. I think the next episode the next episode I record, I'm definitely going to try and get that market a bit more done on the marketplace. But I'm liking the way this is starting to look, so yeah, it's getting there. Still need some detailing around some of the around some of these buildings. Around the library, for example, I've not done yet. We could do with a little bit more detailing around there, certainly more around here, and then once that starts to, the posh district starts to come on, that'd be good. But till next time, thanks everybody for watching. I will see you soon. Bye for now.